What's up, good people and Eagle fans? Mark Holmes here, and as always, I want to say thank you all for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of the Joe Boo Sports Report. Without you guys, as well as you ladies, you know that this literally does not work. I tell you what, I have seen this guy, Gillie. Okay, Gillie, he's always wearing the big eagle hat and stuff and big mouth and everything else. And I'll be real with you. I don't know anything about the guy. I just really don't. I guess because I'm kind of old. And looking up, he's a former rapper. He's 41 years old. And see, when I go back to rap, I go back to Houdini, Run DMC, and, NWA, real rap, back when rap was rap. So he's definitely that younger generation rap that I don't know nothing about, but that's okay. What I do know is there's been the whole Cam Newton versus Jalen Hurts argument that's been going on. And so I was just uploading my a video about Brian Schottenheimer going off and on the team, because they ended up getting into like 3 fights and stuff. So he ended up ending practice early. He threw a player out and he made him run sprints and stuff. And I was excited about that because that's kind of like a Jimmy Johnson type thing. In fact, I saw somebody else who kind of said, hey, or tweeted out the same thing, that he's holding players accountable, that when you make mistakes. In fact, let me read what C.D. Lamb said, and I'll probably go back into this later, but this is something totally different here. But what C.D. Lamb said, Brian Schottenheimer said, is, do we want to be champions? Because throughout the years of us being here, talent was never the problem for us. It's always discipline. How do we get ahead and not behind? How do we not shoot ourselves in the foot? How do we not hurt ourselves? Honestly, when the momentum is going our way, we need to continue to keep that foot on the pedal and make the right play and always think about the team. And fighting, if you're doing that in a game, you're getting thrown out of the game, you're getting the penalty and all that. So I was talking about that and how excited I am that, that this is actually holding them accountable and maybe one of the changes to the culture. And so then I came across Cam Newton goes off on Gillie the Kid and says, you're just a mascot. Okay. So I said, okay, you got my intrigue here. You're going to get me to get started watching this. And man, this is like back in the day, this is like Kool Moe Dee going against LL Cool J, because they were literally just like, bam, hitting each other over the head with rap music. But Cam Newton just bitch slapped Gillie. And I learned more about Gillie from this video than anything else I'd ever learned about Gillie. Go to it, Cam. Oh, Cam. Let's listen in.
It's a disclaimer. Hey, Petty Cam!
Petty Cam.
We need you. In the company with my dog, Petty! What's good, bud?
This is a lot different Cam than what we met back
Come
in 2012.
on now. Here we go. 4th and 1 hot take of the week.
His hot take of the week.
What do we have here?
Boy, you're hot right now. All right, here we go. We hot at 4th and 1 where you got the job done. You done had some responses, all right, Ryan Clark?
All right, yo, now, this is going too far. Cam became the centerpiece of a conversation that should have been about Jalen Hurts' excellence. But instead of debating if Jalen was in the top...
Okay. And let this be known. There's never beef here, ladies and gentlemen. We're just talking through microphones. Mm-hmm. There's not going to be any type of physical altercations. There's not going to be nothing outside of great content that is extremely entertaining. I respect what my constituent Ryan Clark has and had to say, but a point had to be made. Moving right along, because Petty Cam is pending.
Since he spoke out, Shannon also spoke out on the Ryan Clark.
Okay, so he'll punch his throne. Let me see what RC's gonna throw. You ain't throw like I thought you were gonna throw.
Pause right there, because this is where we all have to understand. It's all entertainment. Ain't no quarrel, ain't no beef, ain't no bad blood between me or nobody.
Nobody.
Reminder, ladies and gentlemen, we're just talking through mics. Make sports talk debate again. This is all the debate. And in any type of court of law, when you have two people that's trying to represent their client and trying to also bring up obvious evidence to defame the specific individual, points will be made, points will be taken. But you gotta leave it up to the jury, Peggy.
Got to.
So I don't want nobody to think that there's bad blood between me or anybody, especially not Ryan Clark. Man, we've texted back and forth over these 2 weeks, and I told him, I am here to challenge your sports debate. Let's have fun with it.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? But what's not gonna be allowed here, you can't play with me. Playing with me is trying to compare and contrast personal data. Not the data that was verbalized.
Not your take.
Yeah. You taking shots at tight ass jeans.
Oh, well, we ain't got there yet.
No, we ain't.
We ain't got there yet.
Because Petty Cam is pending.
Yeah.
Here we go. Keep going.
All right, here we go. Next up, we got your own teammate, Greg Olsen.
What goes through your mind when you see Cam Newton double clutch on that fumble?
You know, I think to the outside world, and I mean this sincerely, this is not me covering for Cam. Of every guy I've ever played with, if there was ever a guy that you did not have to question his physicality, his toughness, his competitiveness.
All right.
We good.
So now we're talking about the man that said the tight jean wearing, bow tie,
the moment
jersey
that
wearing.
we all been waiting for.
You know?
Hey, good day, Cam Newton. I seen you came at me because I said Jalen Hurts did what you couldn't do. That was win a Super Bowl.
Press pause right there. Let me make this abundantly clear. There will not be no playing with my name. There will not be no playing with my career.
You go, Cam.
This is all entertainment here.
All
You did
entertainment.
it. Now it's time for me to do it. But what I'm going to do, I'm not going to speak in excessive verbiage or, describing you. I'm just going to speak facts. Keep playing the video and my point will be made.
All in your feelings. Man, shut your tight jean wearing ass up, man. You had on a jersey with a bow tie, you corny ass nigga. Get out of here, nigga. You will never be able to f with Jalen Hurts, nigga. You super goofy, corny ass nigga. Get out of here, nigga.
Okay, right
call
there.
him kettle black
I
about
know why you
corny
in your
ass.
feelings, Gillie.
Why you in his feelings, Cam?
Was it the album comment?
That kind of struck a nerve.
Where I'm from, Gillie, we stab and we twist. I don't know how to be the bigger person. Wise words was told to me. They say, when you go low, hell, I go to hell. You dig what I'm saying? And that's where I'm about to go. So let's bring up your actual facts and your actual stats. Gillie, when I'm looking at your rap career, as people will know you to be, they know Cam as a football player, now hot podcaster, content creator. Gillie did not chart any solo singles on the Billboard Hot 100. Philadelphia didn't do no numbers? Dang. That's all right. Former member of Major Figures. All right. Bass rap group late 90s and early 2000s. Where was Cam? I was like in middle school. All right. Then there was this beef between you and Wheezy Baby. And there's so much to be said here. And we've known you to do a lot of things, but one thing that I ain't never known you to be or do, Gillie, you ain't never been great at nothing. Whoa. But he has, though.
What?
The only great thing that Gillie does and has done,
This is cold.
he's a great mascot.
Great mascot.
Big hat, dancing around, yeah, getting them going. Mascot, glorified mascot. When I pull up your rap career, there's not anything great there. When I pull up anything about Gillie, very skeptical, very questionable career. Therefore, which makes it, how did Gillie get into this content creating arena?
Yeah.
He had to do this. I'm just enjoying doing this. Gillie, let's understand here. I really have real money. Buddy, relax. Okay? Now, with that being said, you said that you could buy me, and I'm a little boy in this space.
Yeah.
Correct?
Yeah.
Gillie, we all know about content creating is you can be hot today and not tomorrow. Similar to your rap. Well, we can't relate on a lot of things, Gillie. The only thing that we can relate is that you are a great mascot.
That's on Philadelphia.
Philadelphia? An album.
Yeah.
That flopped. Like, and if it wasn't for Wallow, all credibility on $1 million worth of game will be really at question. Because he has a wisdom about him. Wallow, that is.
Yeah.
I respect that. And I also respect Gillie.
Yeah.
But if we're speaking facts here, Gillie, the only great thing that you have done in recent memory is become a mascot for the Philadelphia Eagles. Respectfully, brother, in the words of Petty Cam, we cannot relate. While you're dancing on the sideline, I was in the game. While you were beefing with so-called members of your community, I was making money, a lot of it. So please understand, when you have these verbal threats of this or that, these antics, so to speak, that you're known to do, running around Philadelphia in a big old hat or a helmet, dancing around, getting people riled up. And it's so sad because when I said your name, most people didn't know who you were. They said, who, Gillie? Who is that? Man, you know the dude that be walking around with the big old hat. Oh, that dude. Man, don't take him serious. That's the narrative about you, guy. You see what I'm saying? But you're talking about me and my bow tie. Man, I think I look real good in my little. This is a handkerchief or a bandana, brother. So before you go off on your little rants and your tangent, you could never. All right. Now, I left a comment in your video, and I don't know if you read it. I'll paraphrase it. You can't beat me in nothing.
Nothing.
Gillie. And I mean nothing. That's basketball, that's football, that's baseball, that's rock, paper, scissors, that's chess, that's checkers, that's tennis, that's golf. Well, I don't like bringing this person out. And let's just refrain from speaking on my name, because I'll stay in my lane and you stay in your lane. And there will always be respect to you and your platform. All I'm asking for is respect. But just be mindful how you use and you talk about me. Because one thing about my dog,
let him finish this.
Oh, Google, it wasn't too much to find about you, big dog. And that's sad. But I'm rooting for you. I'm going to subscribe to $1 million worth of game, not because of you, because of Wallow. I can do this too, Gillie. So I will be looking for your petty response. And this is my challenge to you, Gillie.
Good challenge. Gillie.
Try to refrain from using the N-word in every sentence or a curse word or explicit word in every sentence. It doesn't look good on you, bro. And it makes you sound ignorant. Come on. Use your nouns and your verbs and pronouns and your adjectives, brother. Not just every word being a curse word. And that's my point.
I mean, $1 million worth of game. I like $1 million worth of game.
I do too.
I like Jalen Hurts and the Eagles.
That's
I
what
think
I'm
your
saying.
point that you made about him was right.
mascot.
We don't see what he does.
Every time Cam Newton makes a point, some way, shape, form, it always comes back to the comparing of Cam Newton and his performance in his career.
Why do you think that?
I don't know. That's why we did this exercise over the last couple of weeks to get personal with people's personal career, just to let them know and let them feel how it feels to be compared. And that's always the take. Cam's bitter. Cam's mad. He's just mad because he didn't do what he did. That's not the case. It's a valid point. Let's agree to disagree. Respect to not respect the take, but it's just a take.
So many people make takes and it's like, I don't agree with what you said versus I don't agree with the person. So you are right about that. I think your microphone is so loud though that it's like so many people say so much outlandish stuff. And that is a question. It's like, dang, y'all take what you say and run with it. And that's a question mark too. It's like, why is it like I can't disagree with somebody?
It's just lazy.
It's like we're not.
I'm gonna end it right there because he's what I'm gonna say this much. Cam Newton understands like Jerry Jones. Jerry Jones will tell you, I like to stir shit up, okay? And Cam Newton, he is a master of stirring the shit up. And see, the thing is with social media, you have to kind of get a little bit, you got to get something that gets people passionate about things. And man, I tell you what, I can get behind that whole situation. And I'll be real with you, okay? And this is no disrespect to Gillie. But like I said, the only thing I knew about Gillie was seeing him from a few clips wearing his Eagles gear and stuff like that. So, shout out to him doing his thing and all that. But I got to tell you, Cam Newton, he's a real one. So if you're going after Cam, you better have your shit together. He understands social media. All righty, good people. Peace out.